We'll started. Uh, Perfect. Shivam, you want to ask something?
Anything. Please start.
Yeah, sure. So, hi everyone. My name is Anjali, and as you know, we have gathered here for a group discussion session. So, this session is a very important way for the assessors to assess you during SSB, and it is divided into two rounds. So, in round one, I'll be giving you two topics to choose from, each with three alternate choices. So, once I am done typing the topics in the chat box, you can start discussing as to which topic you will be discussing on. And once you have that one topic in mind, you tell me, and I'll turn a 10-minute timer on, and you'll be discussing on that topic for 10 minutes and come to a conclusion. Is that fine? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am,
And
absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I will lay down the rules for the second round once this first round is over. So if there's anybody who has any other questions, please let me know. Nobody has any questions.
No question.
Good. So, perfect. So the first topic for today's GD, round one, is which is the biggest problem India is facing? Which is the biggest problem India is facing? And your three options are option A, poverty, option B, unemployment, and option C, corruption. And the second topic is why is the youth in India not making a career in agriculture? And the first option is farming being non-lucrative. Option B is socially non-prestigious job, and option C is unsafe profession. Now I'll send these topics in the chat box, and you can start discussing as to which topic you'll be discussing on.
I think we should discuss on the
I
first
think
topic.
we should discuss on the first one.
Second one.
Yeah, actually, I
First topic.
would like to
I
talk
think
about
I
second.
think first
Why
one.
the youth
We
is
should
facing
go
so
with
much
the
of
first
pain
one
in
because
the
it is
agriculture.
very.
First topic is very variable, I think.
No, no. Yes, I
First
agree
topic
that first
is
topic is very much
About the
relevant because
second. Actually, India is facing
directly
a
related
lot.
to our
in
country
first
and
topic, I
a
think
lot of points can be made over it.
Everyone is
in
saying
first
about
country
first
in
topic,
first
therefore we should go with the first topic. Everyone is
Yes,
saying about first topic, we should go with the first topic.
yes, I agree.
You know,
I agree
the
with you,
first
Yogesh.
topic number find the farming thing is not
I agree with you.
you guys, gentlemen, you can also show the link. Topic number second, you can know any youth making the career in the agriculture field. Again, also we know the agriculture the primary sector is our society or our like environment. Actually we go for like topic number second. We discuss each and everything.
Yes, I agree with Jyotish. I think we should have to go with the second topic this
Yeah,
month.
I also support with the Avatar is there. I can go with the topic number second. Why the youth is not making the career in the
Majority
agriculture?
is choosing first topic, so we can go with first topic, I think.
Yeah. Gentlemen, nowadays India is facing so much problem, so we should discuss on India. First topic is good.
You can also go with topic number second. And if our
Yeah.
agriculture sector is
Let's
not
go
good,
side
then
by
how can
side.
we?
First topic. First topic.
So,
first topic.
First topic.
so the majority wants to go with the first topic.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
First
Yes,
topic.
ma'am.
Perfect. So your 10
Yes.
minutes start now.
Sir, I
Gentlemen,
believe that
India's
gentlemen,
population is
the
about
major
142 crores.
reason, the
Nowadays, the
major problem
population is
which
about
India is facing is
7.8 billion.
unemployment because unemployment
Unemployment
power and I believe that we totally I believe that India has a lot of youth power and youth power is a very big asset as well as can be proved as a very big disaster for a country. Unemployment is one such disaster which uh, if India will not tackle as soon as possible then it can harm
Yes, yes.
yes.
Agreeing to
Also,
agree saying that
also
the
let me
problem
complete, guys. Let me complete, gentlemen. Let me complete. Also,
is facing
the
today.
the first topic. the first topic also connects to the corruption, because if unemployment increases to a certain level, to a high level, then it eventually leads to corruption, because the people who get employed in this period of unemployment will be very much insecure about their employment, and they start doing the corruption things. So I believe that unemployment is a very big problem
In
which
my
India is
opinion,
currently
biggest
facing.
problem of India facing is the poverty, because the poverty is generated just because of unemployment and the corruption in the country.
Yes, Vivek, I agree that the poverty is a big problem of Indian side because the India have a big huge
Gentlemen,
amount of youth
इनको
generation.
भी
India is
gentlemen, I
no,
think
but
India is facing
poverty
the
and
unemployment
unemployment
Ladies
most
and
because
no
of
no
the
no
gentlemen,
unemployment.
I
I
agree with your
Because
point,
of
but
mainly
somehow
3% of
poverty
India
and
is
unemployment is already related to corruption. Due to corruption, poverty and unemployment
Gentlemen, I would
is
like to add
increasing
one
with the
point. The
society.
no but
population
I
of India
believe
is
that the
about
poverty not
142
does not
crores.
Yeah,
totally lead to
as our government is
unemployment,
working
because
on
there are
on the unemployment of the country, they are developing so many industrial areas and industries in country to provide employment to the employees. And
The
Yes,
all
unemployment
Vivek,
is
rate of India
also
is about
helping to
7.8%.
remove the poverty from the
With
country.
the population of India,
if
the unemployment rate is
unemployment will be
almost
tackled, then the
equal to the
poverty will
lowest country in
eventually
the
end.
world.
If Indian
I
youth
think,
will get
in my
proper
opinion,
employment, then
If we talk
unemployment in
about the
India is very
G20,
poor.
which was mainly focused on the employment of the
encourage them
people
many
of the
things
country.
also.
Yes, I agree with brother.
yes, I agree with Vinay.
Yeah, I have also
I think corruption should
Barala,
be the main
Barala, if
point
it is a
because of
overcome
the
the
corruption
poverty,
unemployment is generated
you can overcome the
more.
poverty.
I
It will
agree
be
with you,
ultimately
Himanshu,
overcome by
because
the corruption.
somewhere
yes, I
corruption
totally
only
agree.
leads to unemployment.
Yes,
Yes,
I
I
completely agree
totally
with you
agree with all of your
because
points. That
corruption leads
has
to the unemployment, and unemployment
Gentlemen,
eventually
I would like
leads
to
to the
add some point
poverty.
yes,
that in
if
rural areas,
unemployment will be
most of
tackled
the
and
people
people
vote
will be given more and more employment,
in the
then
rural areas. Most of
eventually
the
the
people are
poverty will
facing
also be
the
reduced.
problem of
Okay,
unemployment.
and
So
the poverty
we
can
can
be
see that
majorly
in
reduced by
those rural
reducing the
areas,
unemployment. Okay,
We cannot say
And,
unemployment
and,
most of
and
the
because of
people
Yes,
are
we
yes,
suffering
cannot
from
say
the
yes.
the
unemployment and
unemployment.
they are
Ladies
wanting
and
to
gentlemen,
earn their.
Sorry.
I slightly agree with you, Vivek.
I
Yes,
agree with
Barala,
you,
I
but
agree
I
with
believe
you.
that India has a lot of area which is not very
We
much
cannot
developed.
say the
I
corruption
believe that
Yes,
India
because
has a
yes,
lot
the
of area which is very much
governance
developed.
estimates
The government is
in
very
all
much
over
focused on the certain
government in
centers
our
of
people are
the.
India,
going to
in all
citizens.
over
They
our
need
India,
education.
the government has
If corruption is removed
facing
from the
online
government,
system, so
then
there is no
money of the
corruption.
government should be
As our
The
country is
unemployment is
properly
the main
channelized
No,
to
I
giving
tot
the
I
employment to
main
the
as
people.
our
factor.
country is lacking in the service sectors, just due to corruption,
Just
also
because
the country is
The
lacking in
main
the
facing factor in India
service
is
sectors,
just because of
and
corruption.
service
Yeah.
the
service
country.
sector is the main factor through which the uh, c- uh, on which the
If
country's development is depends, which is
Also,
if
which
yes,
can also
if
cause the
our
poverty.
yes, I agree with
if our
Vivek
leaders are
that
not
our
consistent,
country is lacking in
Yes,
service sector,
gentlemen,
and the country and
And
government is
and if we
being
talk
based
about
on
the
the.
industrialization and urbanization in our country, which is on the peak.
Because of the we are facing the COVID
So
COVID
the
19
and
period.
government
We are
also doing
much
too much
important
for
for
the
the our
listen, gentlemen,
so
listen,
for the
gentlemen,
government
listen.
supposed to
unemployed
be very
peoples. They
Gentlemen,
are creating
Gentlemen,
so
gentlemen,
we
many
are
I
going.
agree
jobs
your
and
points. I agree your points.
creating employments for them.
Government
it
should
is
provide the
working for government.
many policies better,
Gentlemen,
but
I
which
believe
is
that
not properly work in rural areas.
If we
I
focus
agree
on the
with all
recent
of you,
meetings
I
of
but
totally
G20,
agree
as
which
we
with
was
can
you.
mainly
see,
focused on the
many policies do not reach to common
employment
people
of
due
the
to corruption.
unemployed company.
Due to
I believe
corruption,
that the
many big
unemployment
budgets
is
that are
only
made
because
for major uh,
Yes, go ahead.
I believe that the unemployment is only because the government is focused on the major cities as well as some particular part of some
Yes,
particular state. Like if you see the West UP, in if you see in the Uttar Pradesh, the government is very much focused in the western part of it, and if you see in the Maharashtra, the government is very much focused on the upper part of Maharashtra and the eastern parts of Maharashtra. There are
And
likewise there are different states in which the government is not focusing its opposite areas. Like if you see in the east UP, there is a very much scope of creating a large industrial area, but the government is not focusing there, and due to the focus of government on a particular area is creating a lot of unemployment. Why? Because a lot of population is directing towards a small area, and in a small area how much government can create opportunities for employment. But if government starts looking at the far sides of India, like the northeast, like the uh, southern,
You know,
and as well as the
you know, you
UP,
know,
Gentlemen,
Gentlemen,
Bihar, and
I
Bengal
would
side,
like to
gentlemen,
introduce
you
employment
few part of
also
the
areas
focus
can be
about
improved.
the
It
rural
also
areas is
depends on the
also because
availability
of
of the
the government policies is focus
resources.
on the urban areas.
Focus for the
Praful is getting
every
the
There's
point.
every
no
sector people, the
I
higher
think
range people
these
and
type of
lower
things
range
depend on
people,
the
and then
availability of the
uh,
resources in that particular area. If you have sufficient resources, then development and industrialization goes in that place.
Yes, if I give one example, that in the East UP there is a lot of potential of growing aloe vera, and aloe vera is in today life is a very good resource for different kind of things, which can in different kind of things aloe vera can be used. But the government is not focusing on the Eastern UP, where they can develop a aloe vera plant an aloe
I think
vera, like
Due to
aloe vera
poverty in country, the
manufacturing
people
unit,
people are
where
unable to
because
educate and unable to get
yes,
their opportunities to
government focus on the
get into the
education
jobs
and
or get into the
Praful,
business.
giving
I
So
agree
that is
with
the
you,
main
but in the
thing.
eastern UP,
people
even if
because
budgets are made for
village
such
village people
for
government
such
focus for
what
the every scheme and
what's the schemes?
into enter into the
Gentlemen,
schemes
I think
like
the
village people
unemployment is causes our
assist for
seasonal.
the
It
scheme
is
like
also based on the seasonal because the many workers have the only 6 month 6 month in you can see in sugarcane is working on a 6 months of a year, so that the मतलब जो वर्कर्स हैं उनको 6 महीने एम्प्लॉयमेंट रहेगा 6 महीने
I think
उनको
main
मिलेगा
cause of this is the corruption because
also one
because
more
the
point of
leaders
also one more
try to
point
put
of
all the money
unemployment is that
which are sanctioned for the people's into their pockets, and they are and the peoples are not getting benefits because of the corruption, because of the loopholes in the system which are
And India is ranking 121 in the poverty all over the worldwide.
but the basic reason behind
I think
poverty is corruption. Because if
corruption and
schemes are made
unemployment
for
also.
employment, for more employment opportunities due to corruption, those kind of budgets, those kind of schemes are not available to common people.
Yeah, I'm agree with
And we can also
Anushka.
say
And
yes, and
yes, I
the
agree with
loopholes
you,
the
Anushka.
I
loopholes in
agree
the
with
procedure,
you, and
But
the
I believe
loopholes
that the
can
cause
overcome
of
that
unemployment in
education
India.
side, because everybody educated, it will be overcome that place because of the education only replace the corruption and poverty.
yeah, due to
yes.
the
Nobody,
unawareness of the people in the people and in the
nobody.
rural
I
areas,
slightly
the
disagree with
people
Arun.
are unable to come in the
I slightly
urban
disagree with
areas
Arun.
and get education
Education
and employment.
education cannot
It's just
always
because
lead
of
to
power.
the corruption free state. Education can always not lead to corruption free state, because we all are getting, I slightly disagree with Arun, because education cannot totally give a corruption free state, because a lot of if you see in the real life there is a lot of people who are educated, but still their mindset of getting job is to earn money and to make themselves more beneficial, not
I think
beneficial for the
many
Indian
times what
state.
happens, people
Yeah, but
after
we
seeing
approach
that the
for it
corruption
and
is
do
going
so,
on.
then we can remove the corruption.
Yes, I totally agree. Yes, we can do so. But I believe that I believe that the physical education is also very much necessary, along with the standard education which we get in our school.
Yeah,
But
gentlemen.
but the basic education, which side we
It
have
comes
to
under the part
focus
of the
on?
education.
The schools and institution only give that the education, because the
Yeah,
education is the
if we
more
spread the
important to
awareness to the
overcome the
people, then it can
poverty and
remove
unemployment.
corruption also,
But
and also make the people to aware about the employments and the opportunities they can gain in the urban areas, and also about the education. So it can remove
Yes,
automatically poverty and also corruption and also and unemployment.
Yes,
yes,
definitely.
with
If
the, we
they
overcome
know
the
that
but
unemployment because
gentlemen,
corruption is
we are distracted from
people
our
are aware that
c-
we have distracted
technology
from
side,
our
and then
topic. We have to discuss the biggest problem and its cause and its solution. We are distracting from our topic.
Time's up, guys.
Yes, I agree.
Time's up.
Just
Major
keep the
issue
point.
that the
The
country is
point is
facing
going
employment,
unemployment.
that is because the skill
I think
set
ma'am has said the time is up.
Actually, Anita is going to speak and complete her point.
the
Let's give
skill
time.
set that the youth is having does not match the jobs which are available in the market. Second, reason of unemployment in our country is increasing unemployment, and third is lack. of investment in the manufacturing sector. These are the major reasons which leads to unemployment in our country. And if we focus on these things along with research and development in the manufacturing sector, along with and also providing incentives in agriculture sector, which will woe the youth in
The
order
government
to.
is already providing the incentives in the different sector, but due to the corruption,
Uh,
it can't
they are also providing the
reach to
several
the reach to the
schemes,
people which
but due
youth
to unawareness,
Due to unawareness and corruption, it is unable to reach the common people.
it it
the
it doesn't
corruption leads
doesn't
the
reach to the people
unawareness.
which really require it.
India is having a lot of engineers in the world. Okay, we have a lot of education side in a infrastructure also here. But we mainly focus for that. We overcome the poverty, unemployment also. How to overcome the unemployment with help of the education. We need to focus that. We need
Okay.
to, if it is overcome the
Yes,
unemployment, we need
we
to
are completely
ensure
agree
that
with you, Arun
Yes,
ji.
I agree with Arun.
But
I totally agree with Arun.
Okay, that's the end of the first round of group discussions. It was a good discussion. We'll take a short break for about 5 to 8 minutes and get back to the second round.
I think we can
Second round of the group discussion session. So, in this round, I'll be giving you only one topic with three alternate options, and then you have no other choice. You have to discuss on this one topic only. So, once I'm done typing down the topic in the chat box, you may start discussing for another 10 minutes. Okay? So, the topic for this round is how can we counter the problem of terrorism? How can we counter the problem of terrorism? And your alternate options are option A, education, option B, criminalizing terror financing, and option C, global capacity building. I'll send these here. Um, yeah, so I hope everybody is ready now.
Yes, ma'am, we are ready.
So your time starts now.
So, gentlemen, I think we can
People stop the
terrorism
with
in
the help of the
everywhere
education
around the
and
world by
developing the
increasing,
like the
by
feeling of
giving education
patriotism
to
in the
many
youth
people,
through
so
education.
that they have
So
a,
that
they
would
should
be a major
know
step
that
to
what is
control
right and what is
terrorism.
wrong. Jyotish Shankar, you are not audible.
In my opinion,
Now it's audible.
to counter the
According to
terrorism
me,
in the
yeah.
country or anywhere, we have to criminalizing the terrorism, terror financing from the groups.
I believe I
Criminalizing the
disagree
terror
with
financing will be a good step. As we
Vivek.
can
Education
take
to
the
people
example of
and
the
give
We know
financial
education
act
more
I
which passed
disagree
educated.
with
for
We know
Vivek.
more
I
the
believe
educated
that
society in
the
the
citizens. We know
so
without
state.
that
education,
know
Uh,
that
if
what
any
is
any
person
right
has
and what
government
is
education,
wrong.
then they can't do any
criminalize the money
unactivities
laundering,
actually.
especially in the
We
terms of
attracted
Because the
that
people
terror
money.
financing
so the
to the
terrorist
terrorism
organization.
motivates and generate the ideas in the mind of the terrorists to do more and more illegal activities, and also motivate the other peoples to get into the terror and ma-
I think
yes,
the
I
create
totally
terrorism
agree with
noise.
that. The
that
criminalizing terror financing is a very
like
good
I
option
think
because
terrorism starts because
because
of the weak
every action
minds,
requires money.
and we,
Every
I
international
think that
action
most
requires
of the
money.
educated people
Why
are
terrorists
leaning
are
towards the
able to why
terrorist activities as they
okay.
Yes,
lack
Praful, I
of
agree with
basic
you.
education and they
Why
are not
terrorists are
able to
doing
get an
yeah, we can
employment
counter
so I think
job.
from
the reason
education.
The
behind
I
lack
that
believe
of
that
jobs because of
okay.
poverty.
education
I
also leads
Only
them
because of
towards
money they are
terrorism.
doing these type of activities because
yes.
So by
the
providing
terrorist
them
organization gives
education
fund to them
and providing
for
them
doing
with the
terrorist
payment
Yes,
activities.
and why the
for
people are
terrorism.
accepting money is because they are unemployed, they are uneducated, and they require money. Their
Yes,
government is not
Yeah,
supporting it,
terror
and
financing
I
is
totally believe
is
Yeah,
a
that the criminalizing terror finance is a
Criminalizing
very good
terror
option.
financing would be one
education is
of
the
the
more
best
important.
option
Best option.
to
It is the
stop
best
terror
option to
financing is the
terrorism.
gentlemen,
global
As
we are
in
problem.
this way,
It is
as in this
it
way,
is
many
creating
terrorists
gentlemen,
won't be able to
everywhere in the
work
world,
gentlemen, we
as
are here
their
yes.
for a
funds
healthy
would be
discussion. So I
stopped.
think we should
Yes,
speak one by
also
one
we
and
can
not
take the
and
example of the
every country
terrorism.
is filing
Himanshu,
case
first
against
you
the
so
Like
Himanshu, what are
As
your
we all
that
know
glo-
in
uh,
the education sector, we
this
know
terror
we
financing.
all know
Yes.
the
even
advantage of
iron that
education.
are
If the
which
people
will
is
help us
educated, they
instead of
can't do
control
any
Education is
activities
terrorism.
involved.
slowly not the topic.
That's the
Education is
reason
slowly
terror
not
is
the
getting
point because the
involved in
terrorists
gentlemen,
in
India.
itself are very
Because they
highly
are very
educated.
uneducated. Million of
gentlemen, we are here for a healthy discussion. So I think Anita want to say something. So we should hear Anita what she want to say.
Yes, Anita.
So Anita, your opinion.
I also want to speak.
if we want to totally remove the
Gentlemen,
terrorism, then
we have to stop
we
the
have to
terrorism
take
because we
take
have
some
to
actions to reduce the
because the education only
financing toward the
school
terrorists.
institution and then
We can
college
seize the
institution
Yes, I
accounts
only
told.
make
and
patriotism
monitoring
and
the
then
account.
So I got your
With
point.
the help of
develop the
education,
national.
We should
criminalize
stop
the
saying
mind like by telling the stories of our patriotic heroes, soldiers who have lost their lives for nation. So that will be also help in controlling the terrorism by spreading awareness.
I
No, I
think
believe
capacity
that
building
no,
helps a
terrorism
lot
cannot be
in
no terrorism cannot be
reducing the
stopped by
terrorism.
spreading these
Yes,
kind
I
of youth.
don't agree
I
with you
totally believe
because
that the terrorism can only be
we can
stopped by
see from the
criminalizing the terror
independence of
financing and
India,
stopping the terror
when
and
financing.
and,
we are
and also
Why I'm
There,
capacity
saying that
gentlemen,
building
there
because
are so
building
many
mental
NGOs
people
also
also.
which
the
are financing the
offspring
terrorists, terrorism.
the which are
Yes,
So we
I
have
will
to
give
take the action
advice
against the
that
NGO
men
and
and
take the
also
survey of the
student
NGOs
as well.
to tackle the terror financing.
Since we know that FATF is the organization which is responsible for stopping the terror funding in different countries, and in UNGA also various countries focus on making the terror groups that they are to designate the terror groups that they are terrorists like Khalistanis, Al Qaeda. All the countries want that these countries should be designated that they are terrorists so that the funding that getting from various
Yes, gentlemen,
I
toward
think
India
that the
also CBI
criminalizing
also nullifies
yes I agree with you
approx
Anita.
200
I agree with
NGOs
Anita.
which were
My
funding to the
humanity will
terrorists.
Gentlemen, what I think is terrorism is increasing day by day because only because of mind washing of our
And we
candidates.
can also take the
And,
example of like the
and
financing
mind
coming from
washing
the
should
Canada
only be
for
mind
Khalistani
washing should
terrorism.
only
So if we
mind
stop
washing should only
criminalize that
focus
financing,
on
then
the
only we can curb
Khalistani elite
the
in that
terrorism.
yes,
country.
Kushal Kumari, I got your
Gentlemen,
point.
if
What
we
is the
spread
difference?
education through the social
Some of the
media
other countries are funding.
to reduce the
Some of
funding
the
towards the terrorism, we can tackle this situation with the help of circulating
I
message on the
believe that
social
the
media also.
I
I
believe
think
that the
educating
stopping
the
the
people
terror
is the
financing is a
main.
very good option. Why I'm saying this is because once the money is stopped from getting to the terrorists, the heads will not be able to distribute that money. Just let me complete my point. Just let me complete my point.
The
The
goal
one
of ISIS is only
the ISIS, the Indian Mujahideen, and
I
the
completely agree
ISIS,
with
the
you.
Indian
the
Mujahideen, and the
government and
different
many
groups,
other
if they will not
countries
get the money,
are funding them. So
they will be not
just
be able to spread their money to the poor.
Firstly, we should educate
Okay, to the offspring,
educate
and
the
if
people
they are
that
not
what is
able to
wrong
give
and what
their
is
money to
right.
the
If they are doing
offspring,
then another
eventually the
option like
offspring will start
Yes,
creating
gentlemen.
their
we are
So
making
we are
them
here for
skillful
their
for the
heads
another.
as well as
so I think we
The
should all
way that
And
everybody
we
mind
can
is
also
also
take a help
controlled
that
over our
we as a bunch
the
way
main
that
branch of like stop the problem of
what let us
terrorism
see
by
the
averting the money so youth by telling the ill effects of terrorism, how it destroys our economy, and through education only we can tell the effects like the damage to
I
infrastructure
think
terrorism
global
no, I
capacity
don't.
building can
No,
help
I
us
disagree with.
a lot
No, I
if we
disagree with
remove the
Kaushal.
terrorism
I
activities
disagree with Kushal.
by
Why I'm saying that because education cannot. No,
As our country
I
posing
totally.
13 in the in reducing the
I
terror
disagree
funding
with Kaushal.
ranking.
Education cannot
most
stop
of
the
the human
terrorism.
beings are
Why
just
I'm saying
lost
that
for
I have a
economic
strong point over it. I have a strong point over why education.
so tell your
Yes,
point.
I agree with
and
education, not also terrorism, because
Education cannot stop
see,
terrorism. Why I'm saying
they
that
are educated, but they Canada and they send millions of dollars
Let's
in charge to report Pakistan.
let's listen Praful point. I think we should listen Praful point.
They are also
no,
educated.
education cannot stop terrorism. Why I'm saying that because education, every terrorist is a very highly educated, and why they are creating offspring is because they are
They
motivating
are
them on the
educated in a wrong
basis
direction. They are
of
educated in a wrong direction.
but they
If
are
you have
educated.
knowledge,
But they are
if you
educated.
can
right
distinguish between
direction
right
with
and wrong,
Let me complete.
then why
Let
how
me
you
com-
go with
Let
the
me
terrorism?
complete my
I'm
point.
asking that education
then
divert the
Right.
terrorism.
Get a
If you are getting education from a right institution, if you are getting it,
Parabol,
then why should you
have you
go from? They are also
Eventually,
educated. They were
what
educated in that way
overcomes
that
for
they go with the terrorism.
okay, eventually what fills up your hunger, your stomach hunger is money and not the education. Okay, so
So we should focus on the
once
global capacity building by making them skillful and by making them skillful by
the
making them
offspring, the new child of which ISIS is using to motivate them for terrorism is because they are paying their rents, they are paying their food, okay, and also they are
If you
educating them,
make the people
educating them.
skillful and
Why
they
you
can
Let
earn
want
me
to
food
add
for
complete.
something
their child,
Let me
then why should they
complete.
depend on the others?
And should we
financing?
provide them
If we
content
stop
to be
the
able to provide
terrorist
them content?
foundation, if we
We
stop
focus on
stop the
educating the
terrorist
people
funding,
and making them skillful.
eventually
To provide them
We
education,
cannot
they will
we
not
cannot prevent
eventually
the
they will not be able to provide
Please, please,
money for
you
their
also
rent,
that's absolutely
and
Guys,
they
correct.
will
we
start
are
losing
not in
their
a debate.
interest.
We are
you
in
have given
GT.
us the example of Syria. If the children of Syria are provided a very necessary amount of education, so they will know that what is right and what is wrong. They will never be
And
diverted
they will
among
be also
the
able
wrong
to
things
find
like
I'm agree
terrorism
with
information.
and
you.
other stuff like this. So
For
I think
I
example,
completely agree
If
with
we
Sumit and
provide them
But
the right
for
it is
that,
education
necessary for them
for
about
to
the
that you
development
have
of the
to. Okay,
countries and the
okay.
development of
Yes,
the
yes,
man with the
yes,
help of
yes.
and
But
we
I,
should
Yes, I
focus on the
agree.
agree
terrorist
with
with
Yes,
the
I
you.
help
agree.
Education
with the
But
help
is
that,
of
but
important
you have to stop the
so that
terror funding
so
because until and
that
unless
stop
you will not
terrorist
stop the terror
solution
funding, you will
and
not be able to
while
educate the children of
and
Syria. And I
if
totally agree with your
I
point
think
that education can improve the condition of Syrian
if
children, but until you will
then your
not be
mind
able
is
to
off,
stop the
Gaurav. Your
terrorist
mind
foundation,
what
until you will not be
I
able to
totally
stop the
agree that
terrorist funding,
how we can
I
the
think
you cannot educate the children of
by cutting
Syria
all
because the
the
but
terrorists
we
will
can
not let
counter
them
at
to.
some
it is
points to the
avoid
terrorism
terrorism because
by providing them the correct knowledge about the development of the other countries
How
and
will you
development of the
provide?
other
How will you provide? They will
with
use
the
the
help of
terrorist
social
funding.
media, and the UN is also providing them. They are teaching
Buddy,
with
the
the help
we
of
terrorist. Okay,
provide
with the
them
help
okay.
of
Get it.
knowledge,
education,
they won't
Have you all
installing
listened about
the
North Korea?
schools over there.
Have you
They're teaching
have you
their
all listened about?
students and their children's.
Okay. Have you all listened about North Korea? The terrorists
yes,
use
I
a
have heard about
specific. Okay, just as North Korea, the terrorists
Yeah.
use a specific kind of internet system which forces which in which the social media, the children of there are forced to see what the terrorists want to see them. Okay, until and
see
unless you
Rahul,
will not
and
stop. Let me complete. Let
Yeah,
me
North
complete.
Korea is not
exactly.
Until
providing
If
and
we
the
talk
education
about the
if you
Afghanistan
when our country
before
it is
when the
not
UN was there,
occupied
they
by terrorists.
educate
It
the
is a
people. They tell about the development and the education. They totally
North
change the
Korea.
mindset of the Afghanistan
It is
people
not
over
about
there
that.
I think global
North Korea is
capacity
a terrorist.
about the
building
terrorism.
is the main point. If we make the people skillful, if we make them self sufficient,
So, gentlemen,
how will you make?
they can earn
How
from
will
their
you make?
self.
Himanshu is
Whenever you will go to make them
married, so please
self-sufficient
your
and the
point.
global via global capacity building, they will
Okay,
the
why
terrorists
guys
will use their
Guys,
resource to
time is up.
destroy everything.
Yeah, we are not
guys
saying that we
we
can
are in a
remove it
debate.
totally with the help of education or anything, but we can
Guys, time is
counter
up.
somehow at some points.
Gentlemen, time is up.
Everyone, time is
Time is
up.
up.
Time is up.
Praful,
Himanshu,
time is up.
Gentlemen, time is up.
Second
complete
back,
your
why
point.
we not go to
Praful, time
the
is up.
capacity building?
Himanshu, you were saying something. You want to complete your point?
No, no, I completed.
Okay, perfect. So that ends the discussion. Perfect. So it was a good discussion. Anurag, if you could please turn off the recording so that we can have a mutual feedback session privately. Let me know when it is stopped. Yeah. Tony, you want to say something?
मैम मैं ये इंट्रोड्यूस मैंने आपको पहले बताया था कि एक मंजीत शर्मा जो इनके साथ आता है उसने ज्वाइन किया बीच में वो लास्ट टाइम ओटी से आया है अभी
हम्म।
उसने टीम में एसएसबी के लिए प्रिपेयर किया था
ओके, आपने मंजीत शर्मा का बोला था और मुझे